What it do, what it do, what it do, good people. Coming y'all live from Ted's TV. I told you I was going to do it again, y'all. Today we talking about the 1991 boys and girls basketball in Baltimore City and the local areas around. Now, we're going to get straight to it. I want to start off nasty. Yes, we want to start off nasty. We're going to start off with the girls. That year, Shelby Central from Tennessee, Shelby Central from Tennessee won the national championship, and they did beat Christ the King 75-42. You know how Christ the King was as far as girls. Shamika Holslaw stand up, but that's neither here nor there, because Shamika didn't get the play of the year. Danny didn't get the play of the year either. There was some guy named Michelle, and I don't remember how to say her last name, but we're going to keep it moving. Hello, Michelle. So, for the boys, the won national championship. We got Southwestern from Detroit, Michigan, led by Jalen Rose, a Howard Isley, and a Rashard Leonard team. Yeah, a Rashard Leonard team. What I want to know, because y'all see I got this beach ball class going on behind me, but I want to know the stories of when my guys from, where the guys from Baltimore, when Dante went to Nike camp and played against the other All Americans. I want to know how was that experience, right? I really do. I want to know how was that experience, you know? Because this was the year that the Fab Five was assembled. Yeah. Chris Webber won the Player of the Year this year. Yeah, he won that thing. He won that thing. So I would like to get I would love to get those stories. I would love to. And the reason why I said that, because Dante Bright got the MVP at Nike All-American camp that summer. Mike Lloyd killed 5-star that summer. And how I know this, I ain't getting it from them. I got it from what they said in the magazine, what they said in the paper, you know? So with all that being said, I can just imagine the confidence that these boys came into the season with. Yeah, that's before Norman Nolan. Yeah, it's before Norman. This coming off a year. That's coming off a year. They lost the city championship to Southern. If I'm wrong, y'all come and check me. This Ted's TV. Listen, let me get this disclaimer out to y'all. Let me tell y'all like this. I was 11 years old at this time. 11 years old at this time. I'm thinking I'm going to the NFL at this time. However, keep growing up and you playing this game, I end up being blessed to go to Dunbar. And I know some of y'all may think that I'm going to be a little biased toward the school, which I should be, but I'm not. I don't want to play it like that because I want to learn a history about basketball in the city of Baltimore itself. It don't start and end with Dunbar. I would love to say that, but it doesn't. It doesn't. You know, at this time, Dunbar was a stat team. But what I'm researching, what I'm hearing, Southern was super stat, Lake was stat. Those three teams stayed in the top 25. Those three teams stayed in the top 25. That's just love in the South. But come on, we're gonna bring this thing back home now. We're gonna bring it back home. Let's bring this thing back home locally a little bit. Let's start out with the Western Dubs over West Baltimore. I mean, come on, man. What they did, they don't get enough credit. They don't. They do not get enough credit. How they dominated. I'm talking about under Coach Breeze. How they dominated. I was sick. Come on now. Now, like I said, led by Coach Breezy team, you had the All-American Dana Johnson. It was a beast, a 2020 machine. Shout out to Dana. You had a strong underclassman, Keisha Ford at the time, Kelly Evans, and Erica Daly, excuse me. I mean, Weston was doing it all. They said that year, Lake Clifton pushed them for 3 quarters. Then come 4th quarter, Lake Clifton got them boots blown. You know, Walbrook was good. Walbrook beat them 2 years prior, but they couldn't do nothing with Dana her senior year. That's all I'm saying. Western won city, state, and finished what, third in the country? I may got the final ranking nationally wrong. But like I said, y'all can come on the show and correct me. Like I said, you can come and correct me. The females, y'all want to see more females, but listen, I'm reaching out. Y'all gotta respond. I'm not going to beg. I'm reaching out. Y'all just gotta respond. But with all that being said, that coach of the year was Pat Chance from Old Mill. Player of the year was Dana Johnson. Dana Johnson. From just reading her stuff, I'm a fan. And I ain't even see her play not one time. Just read that stuff, I'm a fan. Now for the boys, this is gonna get a little interesting, y'all. This is gonna get a little interesting. This is gonna get a little interesting. Now, they had this thing called the MSA, right? And they had it broke up in divisions, right? So I'm gonna break it down for y'all so y'all can follow me a little bit. The MSA conference, Division I, you had Dunbar, Walbrook, Mount St. Joe, Calvert Hall, Northwestern, Towson Catholic, right? Division II, you had Gibbons, Southern, Lake Clifton, Poly, Loyola, Southwestern, right? Now the MSAB conference, this one you have your Carver, Gilman, Emerson, McDonough, City, Douglas, Forest Park, Northern, Mervo, John Carroll, Patterson, and St. Mary, right? I had to break that down. I had to break that down for y'all because everybody played everybody. Everybody played everybody. Now, what they say is what I got. The Catholic League wasn't as strong at the time. St. Francis was looked at. They was Catholic, but they still looked at as a city school. I mean, I'm sorry, alumni, but hey, they looked at it as a city school. But you had Devin Gray. He was the top recruit at this time in the area. I mean, yeah, he was the top recruit, I think, at this time in the area. He was the big cheese around here. I understand we had Dante was what? This year Dante was, this is his junior year. This is Dante junior year. This is Mike junior year. This is Keith Booth sophomore year. Yeah. So let's get it started. Let's get this thing started. What I got, Lake Clifton. Let's start with Lake Clifton. Lake Clifton lost a lot. Big Luke was gone at this time. And shout out to Lake Clifton, because I'm gonna get my head Big Dada on this weekend. So that's gonna be interesting. This wasn't a Dada team, but that's gonna be interesting. Lake Clifton lost a lot. They lost a lot. Well, that's the paper saying. They had lost a lot. They ain't know how they was going. They ain't know how their season was going to go. That's what the paper said. I ain't talking about the players. The paper said that. And they ain't know how that season was going to go. But Lake Clifton, I think they beat Walbrook. That would have been an upset that year or something like that. You had Southwestern. I mean, you had Southern. That was strong. They had what? They still had David Cason, Shea Evans. Kwame Evans was a junior at this time. Southwestern, Coach Terry Leverett, this was his first year. And then he come in the door. He come in the door. Beat Emerson, Walbrook, and it was another. And Cardinal Gibbons. Because I'm saying that because they was ranked at the time. That's why I'm saying it. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself. You had Walbrook, they were still strong with Steve Thomas. I mean, everybody had at least somebody on their team, right? And then not only that, the teams was traveling. This was the year that Dunbar went to Myrtle Beach. They won Myrtle Beach. They went to Hawaii. They lost up in Jamestown, PA, and they played in St. Louis. You know, like, hey, Lake Clifton went over there to Sacramento, California, and beat the team over there. I mean, I can't. That's this era was so rich, man. Was so rich talent, so rich of talent, and the teams. Y'all think certain teams are stacked today. Southern Lake Clifton and Dunbar, that was on a whole nother level. Now, and I enjoy watching, reading all of the competition because I wanted to see the matchup. But I ain't gonna jump ahead of myself. Like I said, Southwestern was straight. Haywood, Addy went off that year. Now Haywood, I would like to ask Haywood, when they played against Gibbons, when they beat Gibbons at that Gibbons tournament, did Wojo play a lot? Or who was the guy up there that was they big cheese? Who was Wojo on JV or something? But I know Addy, he went for, if it was close to 30, 30. And I looked at Southwestern box scores for that year. He was going nuts all year long. All year long. Now, we can move on to Walbrook. Walbrook was still rocking and rolling, had to transfer Rodney Beasley from Dunbar. And rest in peace to Beasley because he ended up losing his life in a car crash. But they said he was good. They said he was good, and I got that from the paper, and I got that from a few players. Let me tell you a little bit about what went on. What went on that year? Walbrook beat St. Francis. TC lost to Southern in the semifinals. You know, and the crazy thing about the Walbrook game, they was winning all the way up into the last 5 minutes of the Southern game, and then lost. Some of these scenarios I'm reading, it'd be the same scenarios that that you'll see today. And when I play, Lake Clifton be Walbrook, yeah. Lake, they can't really do too much that year. They beat Walbrook, but I don't think a lot was expected from them. You know what I'm saying? I think this was young Kevin Norris. This wasn't Stink senior year, nothing like that. I think it was Stink junior year. Might have been it might have been his junior year. I don't even know if Nutt was on the team. I don't even think Nutt was on the team. Or if he was, he ain't get too much time. Now Southern had a squad, and now I gotta bring a Southern Bulldog on here. I gotta bring it because they finished number 2. And it seemed like the only team they were chasing was Dunbar. But they couldn't get over that hump. But they had the talent. You had 2 powerhouse teams, and then they got family on each other team, which was so funny. But what I got out of everything, Mike Lloyd was just too much for everybody. Dante was Dante. He was consistent, what I seen. He was consistent. But it seemed like Mike Lloyd was a whole nother animal. They both was the same value to the team. So don't. I'm not putting one over the other. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm saying. But it's saying like the aggressive. You know what you can get from Dante, but Mike. Yeah, it seemed like he stamped City that year. It seemed like he stamped it. But the shooter was Terrence Alexander. Terrence Alexander. This the year before Diego, right? This is the year before. Now, y'all, I'm trying to give y'all like I'm trying to paint a picture. I'm trying to paint a picture of the talent in the city and the battles that they had with each other, right? Now, this is the year we have. It's the teams that our teams played. St. Anthony's with a Bob Hurley team. Simon Gratz, St. Raymond's, and it's not just Dunbar. This Walbrook, Towson Catholic. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like that Charm City Classic high school thing. that Lake Clifton function, and then you got that function at the junction. You know, all these tournaments, they was bringing in top teams, top guys. You had Rasheed Wallace and Walbrook. And Walbrook, and he didn't get off. It ain't like he got off against that. No, 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 no. No, 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 not at all. Not at all. Ain't get off. Now, that whole year, that whole year, I wanted to see, like, all right, that Southern, that Southern Lake Clifton game. Who did what? Southern beat Lake Clifton. Southern beat everybody but Dunbar. Lost to Walbrook. Dunbar ain't lose in the city or in the state. He lost one time, St. Anthony's, right? They finished number 2 nationally rated, ranked in the country. Player of the year was Terrence Alexander. First team was Terrence. Keith Booth as a sophomore. Dante Bright as a junior. David Cason as a senior. Dennis Evans a senior. Kwame Evans a junior. Devin Gray senior. Mike Lloyd junior. Steve Thomas senior. Ronnie Van Hook senior. Second team, Earl Curl sophomore. Shay Adams, John Savage. Now, Devin Gray must have got hurt this year. He must have got hurt this year. And the reason why I say he got hurt, because it said he couldn't play in the Capital Classic, something like that. He couldn't play in the Capital Classic. Now, this is what I like to say, y'all. I would like to know more about what I like the insides and outs of like things, what guys was thinking when they was matching up with certain teams, the pressures that they was going through. At this time, you had the ACT and the SCT, and the papers, if you ain't passed your test, the papers gonna let you know where he's still looking for, blah, 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 he's still waiting for this, waiting for that. So you get a lot of that in the paper. You kind of see the Coach Smith. You see how Coach Smith he was putting his feet on their neck. How Southern got cheated 3 times. Southern got cheated 3 times that year. I'm talking about on some fouls, and I gotta say it. I read this. I said, that can't. Nah, that can't be right. That can't be. That just don't make no sense. That just don't make no sense. They lost to, hold up, I must have thrown it away. However, I want to say they lost to like 2 teams. I want to say, but it's one, maybe Annapolis, Mount St. Joe, something like that. But the free throw ratio was like 30 to 5 on one. Then one was 20 something to 6 free throw. So a couple of those games, it felt like Southern might have got shot. They ain't no might have. They got cheated. You know what I'm saying? They got cheated. And then a couple quotes I read, Coach Smith was like, man, if they was playing against Dunbar, it wouldn't have been like that. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell even by him saying that quote, everybody felt as though that Dunbar got the silver spoon and everybody else just got the share. But instead of looking at it like that team, they were just stacked with a good coach, Coach P. Pompey. You know, he was stacked. Man, salute to Coach P. I never even met Coach P. Pompey. You know what I'm saying? Legend God, how all his players still to this day respect this man and speak highly of this man. Him leaving Everson and coming over to Dunbar, and this is one thing. You know what? Because I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna end this video off. But end this video off with this. Dunbar finished what, #2 in the country, or #3 in the country, nationally. I don't know if Southern finished nationally ranked, but I know they probably could have. The next year that they was ranked. However, if they didn't change these goddamn rules and shit like that, man, this thing could have still been going on. But that's neither here nor there, because I'm about to start rambling now. Like I said, I'm trying to give y'all, just give everybody a little history lesson on what's going on, what went on. And I'm learning myself as I go along. So with all that being said, y'all like, share, subscribe, tell people, like, share, subscribe. The more y'all like, share, and subscribe, the more these videos will be in rotation on the YouTube, so more people be able to see them. So with that being said, coming live from Tez TV, over and out.